Good morning! Rise and shine, my friends. My name is Michaela and I have a 20-minute morning yoga flow to share with you today. We're going to be moving through shapes and cultivating both elements of stretch and strength. If you want to follow along to the playlist I've made for this class, I've linked it below. Just get something comfortable to wear and I will meet you on the mat. And if you are joining me with the music, with the playlist, we'll hit play in 3, 2, 1, go. Alrighty, let's get started on our backs. Okay, so have your feet in front of you and knees are bent. Hold on behind your knees for extra support. Start to round your spine, roll down nice and slow. A gentle landing, head and shoulders can ground. And then go ahead and bring your legs in a diamond shape. The bottoms of your feet touch, knees open out nice and wide. Maybe hands rest on your belly, or maybe open your arms into a T shape or a cactus shape. Breathing some space into the hips and breathing a little bit of extra space into your entire body. Really welcoming yourself here to your mat, to your practice, and to this brand new day full of possibility. You get to create what you want for yourself. Let's take a big inhale together. Breathe in through your nose. Big exhale. Good. Now take another inhale. And as you exhale, slowly bring the legs towards one another. You can glue your knees together, inner thighs are close together, and bring your hands behind your head, interlace your fingers. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, start to lift head and shoulders up off the mat. Just hold right here. Take another inhale. Exhale, lift the legs up to a tabletop position. Low back is grounded. Hold. Cultivating strength already, I know. Now slowly drop head and shoulders down on the mat. Open arms out to a T shape or a cactus shape. Breathe in. Exhale, drop your legs over to the right side, landing in a spinal twist. And maybe your gaze goes over to the left. Stay here for 2 breaths. Inhale and exhale. Good. Take one more breath and allow your body to drop down and sink and melt as you breathe out. Good. Now slowly guide your legs back through to center. They're going to land in that tabletop position. Interlace your fingers behind your head. Once again, breathe in. Exhale, lift head and shoulders up off the mat. Hold. Now maybe reach your arms towards the front edge of your mat. Reach, reach, reach. You might extend the legs out to 45 degrees. Hold. Hug your rib cage in. Bend your knees back into 90. And then slowly lower head and shoulders down on the mat. Let your arms open out wide. Inhale. Exhale, drop your legs over to the left side and maybe shift your gaze to the right. Good. Again, just a reminder, today's practice is all about balancing strength and softness, finding some beautiful stretches and little moments of strength, bringing that beautiful energy throughout your body. Inhale and exhale. Now bring your legs back to center. They're going to stop in that tabletop position again and hold on behind your knees. Start to rock forward and back along your spine and keep a slight tuck of your chin into your chest to protect the back of your neck. On this next one, come forward and through to a tabletop position. Wrists under your shoulders, knees under your hips, spread your fingers wide. Take an inhale, drop your belly, lift your tailbone, lift your chin. Exhale, round through your spine and tuck your chin into chest, puffing up the middle of your back. Take 2 more cat-cows. Inhale and exhale. Good. Waken up the spine. Breathe in and breathe out. And come to a neutral tabletop position. But reach your right leg back and behind you. Feel your right ankle in line with your right hip. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, round your spine and bring your right knee towards your forehead. Gaze goes underneath of you. Good, now inhale, reach right leg long, lift your chin off your chest, hold here. And then can you spin your left ankle over to the left side and peel your right arm up and open, keep your right leg lifted. Good, it's almost like a side plank, but that left knee is under your left hip. Option to stay right here, my friends, or you can bend your right knee and maybe that right hand reaches for the top of your right foot. Press foot into hand, hand into foot, and feel that lovely opening in the front of your right hip while still inviting strength into that left shoulder and left side body. Breathe in and breathe out. Release your right leg if it's not there already. Keep it hovering off the mat. Right arm reaches up. Now bring your right hand down and left ankle comes back in line with the knee. Good. Tuck your left toes. Lift your hips up. Reach them all the way back. Right leg reaches up. It's a three-legged dog. Breathe in and breathe out. Feel your hips level. Drive up with your right heel and take another inhale. As you exhale, slow shift forward. Right knee comes through towards your chest and plant your foot up in between your hands. So good. Reach the arms forward, rise on up. Find your high lunge crescent warrior. Try to keep your back heel lifted and a nice bend into that right knee. You got it. Take another breath in. As you exhale, hands come down to frame the front foot and then step your right leg back to meet your left. Find your high plank position, toes are tucked, extending out through the top of the head all the way down to your heels. You can always bring it down to the knees. This is a beautiful option. Check in with how you're feeling this morning and really honor that energy that's moving through you or whatever it is you're cultivating today. Lower all the way down to your belly, all the way down. Good. And then bring your feet out as wide as the mat. You can tent your fingers outside of the mat so your elbows stack over top of the wrists. Take an inhale, press into the fingertips, lift your chest, and exhale, melt it back down. Good. Two more. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Moving like a wave. Inhale to lift. And exhale to lower down. Bring your hands beside your chest. Tuck your toes. Push back up to a tabletop position. Make sure the knees are underneath of the hips. Good. Now reach your left leg back and behind you. Hold right here. Feel your ankle in line with your hip and think about scooping your low belly up and in towards your spine. Big breath in. As you exhale, bend your left knee, bring it in towards your forehead, round your spine, push the floor away. Inhale to reach left leg long, lengthen out from the top of your head all the way down to your left toes. Now no rush, okay? One step at a time. Keep your left leg where it is. Right ankle spins over and off the mat to the right side, and then you peel over onto that right hip, lifting left hip so it stacks over the right. Good. Left arm reaches up. You got it. Left leg is lifted. Hold and breathe. Inhale and exhale. If this feels good, hang out right here. It's a beautiful shape. If you want the next expression, you'll bend your left knee, reach right hand behind to grab a hold of that left foot. Whew. Hello quad. Hello hip flexor. Feels good to open up the front body. Inhale and exhale. Good. Now release left leg long, left arm up. Try and hold the shape and then bring left hand down, squaring off your hips. Right ankle comes back in line with the right knee and right toes tuck. Lift the left leg up, reach it back, three-legged dog. Breathe in and breathe out. Slowly shift forward. Left knee comes through towards your chest and plant your foot up in between your hands. Keep your back toes tucked. Reach the arms forward, rise up, finding your crescent warrior, high runner's lunge. Good. Think about being active with the back leg just as much as you are in the front leg. So lifting from the back side of your right knee, pushing down into all four corners of your left foot. Breathe in. And exhale, hands come down to frame your front foot. Step your left leg back to meet the right, landing in your plank of choice. So again, this can be from the toes or you can bring it down to the knees. You choose. Breathe. Feeling the rib cage open as you inhale, strong as you exhale. Now lower all the way down to your belly, all the way down. Untuck your toes. Reach your right arm over to the right side. It can either be like a half T shape or a cactus shape. And then bend your left knee, peel over onto your right hip so your left hip stacks somewhat over top of the right. Good. Sending some breath and a stretch into the right side of your chest and right shoulder. Inhale. And exhale. Bring everything back to center. And then your left arm can reach over to the left side for that half T shape, or you can bend the elbow so it's a cactus shape. Right hand beside your chest. Bend your right knee and peel over onto the left hip so your right hip stacks somewhat over top of the left. Good. One big breath. And let's bring everything back through to center. You got it. Awesome. Stay at center. And then bring your forehead to the mat. Reach your arms back alongside your body so the palms of your hands are facing down. And you might even bring your feet out almost as wide as the mat to create space across your low back. Take an inhale. As you exhale, start to lift the chest up and hold. It doesn't have to go too far. Take another inhale. Exhale, maybe the arms reach up as well. Think about reaching your fingertips for the back of the mat. Low belly draws into the spine. You can stay right here, friends. Or maybe you float the legs up as well. Keep them super straight. Length and strength. Breathe in and breathe out. Ooh, lower everything down and bring your hands under your forehead. Bend your knees. Take a windshield wiper of your feet side to side, neutralizing your back body. Full inhale. And exhale. Good. Drop your feet down. Bring your hands beside your chest. Tuck your toes. Push back to a tabletop and then lift your hips up. Reach them back. Downward facing dog. Let's find a little movement here. Pedaling out the heels. Shaking out your head. Notice if there's any resistance or any feeling of, stuck energy, anything that's sticky. And how can you create space to release that? Maybe it's with the breath. Maybe it's with this movement. You can even play around with dropping your heels to one side, opening up the opposite side of your body. Maybe dropping the heels to the other side. Lots to play with in your down dog. Good. One more breath. And gaze forward, walk to the top of the mat, forward fold, Uttanasana, upper body drapes over top of your legs. Good, now maybe interlace your fingers behind your head if it feels okay with you, and let the arms drop heavy. You might bend your knees just a tiny bit, curling into this standing ball shape, opening up the back body. Now keep your hands behind your head, and slowly start to stand up. As you peel up, elbows open wide, gaze lifts up, heart open, chest open. One breath, inhale. And exhale. Reach the arms up and exhale, forward fold, bring it on down. Take a halfway lift as you breathe in. As you exhale, plant the hands and step your left leg back. Good. Hold here for a moment. Just heel toe your right foot over to the left side of the mat and carefully bring your right knee and right shin down to the mat, landing in a pigeon pose. And if you feel like you've got a pretty big lift under your right glute, you can always grab a pillow if there's one close by and put it underneath. If this is really not your vibe today, a full pigeon, instead you can sit on your right hip, bend your left knee, and it can be a 90-90 with the legs, and you would hinge forward. Yeah, sometimes that one feels really lovely, especially first thing in the morning. Otherwise, you might be hanging out in your pigeon pose, tall spine, or hinging forward. And we're gonna be here for 5 slow breaths. Let the shoulders soften. And if you're down on your forearms, maybe you support your head with hands on the forehead. You can also stack your fists for your forehead to rest on. 3 more breaths. Two more breaths here, and take this moment to just notice and feel what's moving through you. And what do you want to create space for today? Is it more joy? Is it more positivity? Is it lightness? Is it clarity? Can you call it in right here? On your next inhale, can you press yourself up? Ground your hands, tuck your back toes, push the floor away, lift the hips up, reach them back, downward facing dog. Big inhale and exhale. Good, feeling that length in your spine. Now gaze forward and tiptoe the feet up to meet your hands, forward fold, let your head drop. Good, lift your chest up just a little bit and then step your left leg all the way back, hang out here. It's like a low runner's lunge. And then heel toe your left foot over to the right side. Carefully bring your left knee, left shin down to the mat, landing in your pigeon pose, or maybe that option of the 90-90 if that felt better in your body. I'll just show you once again. You'd sit on the left hip, bend your right knee, so both knees are bent, and then you would hinge forward over that left shin. You've got 2 options to either stay up with a tall spine or come on down and finding some support for your head. No rush. And just simply choosing to be here for you. And we'll stay for 3 more slow breaths. And last one, my friends, inhale, fill up. And big exhale. Good, use your hands to support you as you peel on up. And this time sit over onto your left hip. Bring your right leg forward, both legs out long in front of you. And then you're actually going to bend your right knee again. But then open your right leg out to the right side, so it's kind of like a butterfly wing, if you can see here. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, hinge forward. Good, letting the spine round. Let this be passive. And sending your body a message, asking it to just soften and release any tension it may have been carrying from the night before or from the day before. Who knows, right? Our muscles and our physical body definitely hold on to many of our experiences. But we can choose to rewrite that today by simply calling it in and by showing up for ourselves. Use your next inhale to come all the way up. And then we're just going to switch sides, right leg out in front. Bend your left knee, open left knee out to the left side. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, hinge forward and fold. Two more breaths. And last one. Good, and come all the way back up, pretty please. Take a crisscross leg, seated position. Reach your arms up overhead, inhale. Exhale, prayer hands through right in front of your heart, or maybe one hand over the other, whatever resonates with you. Take a slight tuck of your chin down towards yourself. Honoring yourself, honoring this practice of yoga and all of the teachers before us, and how lucky we are to have this practice shared with us to this day. Now I hope that brought you some lovely energy that you can take off of the mat and into the rest of your day. You're doing amazing. I hope you have a lovely day. I'll catch you soon.